Start when you're ready. I'll signal to you when there's like 2 minutes left and 1 minute left. So watch out for me, whoever the last speaker is. Yeah. Yeah.
Rosewood Hotel has been identified as a collection of unique hotels with small ultra-luxury style, providing a sense of place to the target customer. But a key question today is, how do we step further to increase customer profitability and lifetime value? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are Ardent Solutions. My name is Jay. Together with my colleagues Ron, Chengen, and Jenin, we are excited to bring you through our solutions to address a key concern. So, from our understanding about where Rosewood Hotel stands today, Rosewood operates a collection of unique properties with its own name or brand, such as the Mansion and the Color, New York. And with current 12 hotels established worldwide, the incorporated this sense of place concept capture the uniqueness of the given location. Therefore, each property has a strong, unique brand equity, which is different from other Rosewood hotels. Therefore, Rosewood Hotel has successfully captured a customer base which are especially loyal to the individual hotel brands with stronger branding and presence. So looking at the objective today, we are with our solutions, we are able to increase customer profitability and lifetime value, as well as to achieve 20% customer retention rate, as well as 10% kicker in total number of unique guests. However, in order to achieve our targets, there are several key issues to be addressed. Firstly, based on the data research, the multi-property cross-selling rate of Rosewood Hotel did not perform as well as other industry players in the luxury hotel market. On average, the corporate branded hotel could achieve 10 to 15% of multi-property cross-selling rate, but individual branded hotel could only achieve 5 to 10% multi-property cross-selling rate. Therefore, Rosewood Hotel needs to strategically reposition itself by adopting a new brand strategy in order to increase brand awareness as a group. Next, in the pool of luxury hotel market, Rosewood Hotels has the least number of rooms and least number of properties around the world, as well as having the highest average daily room rate in comparison to the other competitors. Therefore, Rosewood should leverage on its core competencies to differentiate itself from other strong competitors, provided that we recognize ourselves as a smaller player in comparison to other competitors.
So now, thank you, Jerry. Now let me bring you through our first strategy. Now the goal of our first strategy is straightforward and simple. We aim to be able to resolve our first key issue that we have identified, namely the low brand awareness that Rosewood Hotels currently has. Now, to do so, we have to acknowledge that we will have to change our current branding strategy in order to promote the Rosewood hotel name. And to do so, we have taken a look at the current strategies that are available to us. For Rosewood, we are currently at a house of brands branding strategy, in which that our guests identify greatly with names such as the Carlisle, the Mansion on Turtle Creek, but they do not know or barely know the name of Rosewood, which is, as we have stated in our analysis previously, which is that it is due to a low brand awareness. Therefore, by comparing against the other branding strategies, we have arrived at the conclusion that we should use endorsed brands. And let me bring you through our thought process. We have conducted an analysis against our competitors, and based on these 4 criteria, namely the amount of brand awareness that can be raised, the receptiveness of our managers, the receptiveness of our customers, as well as the assurance of quality that we can provide to our customers, we have rated against the 4 different branding strategies, and we have come to a conclusion that endorser brands will be able to adequately raise our brand awareness while minimizing any resistance towards the change in branding from our managers and customers, as well as providing an assurance of quality towards our customers. In comparison to other branding strategies such as sub-brands and branded house, which at first glance may show that they will definitely raise the name of Rosewood by a lot. We also believe that we will be able to increase our increase brand awareness subtly through the various touch points throughout the customer journey. During the reception, when the customers receive their key cards, we have designed the key cards such that on the front side we'll be able to see the Carlisle by Rosewood, which is implementing our branding strategy, as well as at the back we also show other properties by Rosewood in order to raise awareness of the other properties of Rosewood hotels and be able to increase our cross-property selling base as well. For place and amenities during the hotel experience of the customers, as well in places such as the lift or when they come into contact with high-profile amenities, we'll also be able to subtly promote the name Carlisle by Rosewood by locating them in places where customers will be able to see and therefore imprint on their minds of the name Rosewood while they still remember the name Carlisle better. Next, for our services, we believe that we should conduct a bit of staff training to as well, especially to change how home greetings are made, to include things such as Carlisle by Rosewood in order to, as mentioned earlier, again, to imprint the idea that the Carlisle is actually a hotel under the Rosewood brand. And therefore, we are able to increase association of famous branded hotels such as the Carlisle or the Mansion, as well as the name of Rosewood, and therefore be able to adequately promote the Rosewood name. Lastly, we will also conduct after sales so that our customers will not quickly forget about their wonderful experience at our hotels such as the luxury hotels, and we offer a small loyalty program offering small discounts during non-peak periods in order to encourage our customers to come back and therefore be able to complement our current branding strategy. Now, we recognize that there may be internal unreceptiveness by our managers, as we have stated in our previous analysis, and this has been brought up to us during our gathering of information, in which our managers worry that if we are to conduct a drastic change in our brand, it will threaten the autonomy of the different of the individual properties, and it requires consistency across all hotels, which will damage the individuality of the famous properties. There is also an inclination for them to produce individual brands as a result. As well as for our cooperative owners, which have an emotional bond with our individual brands, and therefore a drastic change to our branding strategy, such as perhaps changing the Carlisle into something that is like Rosewood Carlisle or Rosewood New York, will generate great animosity and aversion towards such changes. To complement and prevent such problems from arising, we are going to conduct internal public relations, and we are going to improve our relationship between our managers by holding a conference, as well as to communicate the idea and the strategy that we are going to approach, acquire their feedback as to how they believe that we are able to do this, and therefore be able to acquire their approval before we move on with our branding strategy. In doing so, we also include the staff trainings, and we will strengthen the association with Rosewood in the individual properties, as well as ensure consistency across all hotels. Now, I'll pass the time to Zhen Ying, who will be presenting our second strategy. Sir.
Okay, so here's our second strategy, which is targeted marketing, mainly aimed at attracting new customers to the Rosewood. So we hope to maximize our current pool of luxury customers. So we'll continue to tap on the segment of luxury customers, but then we'll continue to convert the remaining consumers into Rosewood's customers. So let's have a little recap back on Rosewood's positioning. So we aim to communicate Rosewood's unique services and products to the customers. So firstly, Rosewood is a small player in the hotel industry. Though it's luxurious, it has a small number of hotels. Secondly, this shows that Rosewood should not compete head-to-head with other large corporate branded hotels. And thus, Rosewood should actually utilize limited resources and focus on positioning itself as a luxury hotel and leverage on its core competencies to provide the unique customer experience. And And with that, we hope to expand marketing strategy via partnership. So we aim to work with other companies to expand the reach of Rosewood. And we are looking at companies that can provide complementary services to Rosewood's hotels, and also companies that target the same customer segment. And in order to do so, we'll take a look at a typical luxury traveler journey. So the traveler journey includes 4 different stages: the booking, the airplane, the hotel, and the activities during their trip. So currently Rosewood is only targeting the hotel stage, whereby the customers actually only learn about Rosewood when they stay in the hotel. But there are other opportunities at other stages for us to tap on as well to promote the Rosewood brand image. And therefore, we seek to have potential partnership with companies from these 3 stages. So firstly, from the bookings, they are usually made through their personal assistants or secretaries for these luxury travelers. And secondly, they will usually book through premium airlines which are used by the same luxury travelers. And lastly, activities that they engage in, such as fine dining and wine tasting. So, based on an alternative analysis comparing the 3 different touch points, we evaluate them using 4 different criteria, such as targeted outreach, which is based on the focus of our customers. And secondly is the ease of implementation, which includes the general ease as well as cost. Thirdly, the amount of exposure, which is the number of consumers that we can actually target. And lastly is the attention span, which is the rate at which the customers are kind of exposed to our marketing. So out of all these 3 stages, we aim to target flights premium because it scores the highest among all 4 of the criteria. And therefore, due to the limited resources that Rosewood has also, partnership with a premium airline would actually provide the most practical benefit, as it specifically targets the luxury customers. And a potential airline that we're looking at is actually Singapore Airlines, which we deem as most suitable for us to partner with. So firstly, we are looking, how do we arrive at Singapore Airlines? Because firstly, we look at all the premium airlines available, and we only wish to target the top 3 premium airlines in 2003, which is Cathay Pacific, Emirates, and Singapore Airlines. And out of these 3 airlines, only Singapore Airlines flies to all of Rosewood's location. And in the Singapore Airlines, we aim to target the first class and business class passengers. So how does the partnership work? We aim to promote and market Rosewood through SIA. So firstly, we can introduce Rosewood advertisements in SIA's magazine. And secondly, also introduce Rosewood advertisements for the in-flight entertainment. And we can also bundle airplane tickets and Rosewood hotels. And also to introduce limited Rosewood unique dishes on flight for the customers to actually experience the Rosewood experience. So this all in all, this will actually promote Rosewood's a sense of place, unique experience, and service through SIA. And why will SIA partner with us? So first we have to look at the benefits that SIA can visit. So firstly, let's take a look at the similarities of both companies. Both companies are recognized for their excellence in products and services, and we target the same segment of the luxury customers. So for the partnership, association with Rosewood can further enhances the premium brand of SIA, and we will give a cut of our revenue for the bookings made through the airline. And also, we allow for redemption of KrisFlyer miles for room upgrades or services. And also, we will advertise for SIA through Rosewood's websites and hotels as well. And this implication can lead to a win-win situation for both Rosewood and SIA. And in the same time, Rosewood can actually attract new customers by promoting its unique premium experience and service. Next, I'll pass on to Chelan to talk about the financials.
Okay. So now, evaluating the impacts of our recommendations, we have done our calculations, and we realize that, and we believe that we'll be able to achieve a 25% increase in net present value in terms of the gross profits that we earn from implementing our strategies. Of course, some of our key assumptions is that our strategies will be able to be successfully implemented, such that we will be able to achieve our targeted goal of 10% increase in unique customers per year, as well as an increase to 20% retention rate as a result of our recommendations. Here is the appendix for our calculations, and thank you for your time.
Thank you. We will have about 40 seconds remaining. Yeah. Let's start first.
Can you start first? I need to consolidate.
Okay. Okay. So for the second recommendation about the targeted marketing, what your team is proposing is to partner with SIA, right? So can I find out like what are the customers of SIA? Are they the kind of customers that Rosewood is targeting?
So we believe that since Singapore Airlines has, as in the customers that Rosewood is targeting are the luxurious travelers, and therefore they are likely to be people who use first class and business class services, and so it adheres to the customer profile of Rosewood hotels. And since given that Singapore Airlines is a premium airline that also travels to all Rosewood hotels, it is likely that Rosewood customers are going to use Singapore Airlines as a result of picking through or filtering through the different airlines that they are possible to use and we base it off of the 3 premium airlines.
In terms of luxury travelers, like it can be further split into those who are going for the experience or those who just want those who want the experience of the hotel or those who are looking for other things. So is there a big enough proportion of these luxury travelers that are travelers who are seeking the experience, just like what Rosewood is offering? Or would a different demographic of a different airline cater better to, do you understand what I'm saying? Sorry.
May I clarify, what are the other things that you mentioned? Speaking of experience, there are like other things, like what?
Okay, like some people are going for the authentic experience.
Yeah.
Some like authentic experience of the hotel itself. Then maybe some they just want a luxurious place to stay, but they are going maybe to visit friends or something like that, or on business trips, that kind of thing.
You mean the customers? No,
So
customers on the flight.
Yeah,
They're probably
yeah.
seeking for like different kind
Correct,
of.
correct.
They probably have a different
Goal in
goal
mind.
in mind.
Do customers of SIA want this kind of like tailored hotel experience?
Oh man. Oh. Okay. It probably froze halfway.